Okay, let's take a look at this. So ordering decimals, we talk about the multiple different strategies to compare decimals in here. In the 5th grade standards, ask them to know compare decimals and order decimals up to the 1000th place. That's what we are trying to practice in here. So, place value is important, same as whole number. So here, the first number is what? 10th. And second number is hundredths. So using the blocks, this one is one rod is 10th and the small square is going to be 100ths. So how many tenths do I have? I have 3 tenths. So how many lines I'm going to color it in? I'm going to color it in 3. 1, 2, 3. And how many hundredths do I have? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is, I can represent it here. What about here? How many tenths? I don't have any tenths. How many hundredths? I have 5 hundredths. So I'm going to count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundredths. And now, what do we promise? What did we promise to represent thousandths place? This is 100. This is thousandths place. So we are going to use like line there. That's about, this is not 1. We are going to use this symbol here. So how many lines? I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that this is 58 thousandths. That's what we are supposed to read. What about this one here? How many tenths? We have 3 tenths. I'm going to have and how many hundredths? So second number, how many hundredths? 7 hundredths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundredths. And how many thousandths? Should I color 5 cube? No. 5 square? No, that's hundredth. This is 10 times smaller than hundredth. So I'm going to line 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That represent thousandths place. This is the thousandths place, right? So we read, how do we read? 375 thousandths, right? What about here? How many tenths? 4 tenths. So we're going to color it in 4 tenths. And then you already see from the pictures which one is the biggest decimal. This is the biggest decimal. What about these two? I have 3 colored in here, but this one, hundredths, I have 7. This is only 6 colored in for hundredths place. So I know that it's going to be, this is next and this is next. This is the smallest one. We can also use number line too. I want to put in the middle as 5 tenths. So now, number line is a little bit tricky here because these are very close. So very close is very difficult to say. But this one in here very obvious. This is not even 1 tenth. So it's going to be somewhere around here. Close to 1. Right? And this one is going to be close to 5 tenths. Somewhere around here. I can see. So these two are easier to compare. But this one is a little bit trickier because it's very difficult to represent a similar number. Somewhere around here, somewhere around here. So it's not easy to see, but the other numbers they can easily see. So that's why we need a multiple way to show them, right? So this way you can show them the different way of doing it. What about place value? So 1, there's nothing is bigger than 1. It's all 0. What about tenths? The first number is 10th place. So the A is 10th, 3 tenths. This is 0 tenths, this is 3 tenths, this is 4 tenths. Already I can tell this is the largest because the biggest value tells you this has the most. Do you see what I'm talking about? Same as whole number, the whole number we are doing. What about here? Hundredths. Second number, hundredths. We have 6, we have 5, we have 7, we have 0. But we already know from the tenths, we already know that. What about thousandths place? There's no thousandths place. And here it's 8. and this is 5. So which one is largest? So I know that starting from comparing this one in here, I know that D is the largest. And what's next? So I can go to hundredths place. I know that this tenths place, they're the same. So I want to go to hundredths place. So I know that this is bigger, C, and A and B is the smallest. Can I use the fraction too? Why not? So this is hundredths here. So I can write it down. A is 36 hundredths. B is 58 thousandths. C is 375 thousandths. And D is 4 tenths. We can write it down here. But they can compare this, but it's not easy to do it unless we have a common denominator. So that's why a lot of times we're trying to teach them, they're gonna put the 0 here to have the same place value here. Then all of these denominator for all this number is going to be 1,000. They don't need to worry about it. So if we change the fraction with a common denominator of 1,000, it is going to be 1,360 thousandths, and B is 58 thousandths. C is 375 thousandths. D is 400,000. So now we have all the same number here. Then we can tell easily. Just simply look at the numerator here. So D is the largest, C is next, A is next, and B is the smallest. So that's why kids can see them using the same denominator. So I recommend to add 0 there so they have the same place value. Okay, so order the given decimals from the smallest to largest, or those B, A, C, D, and what misconception students might have when they order decimals. Okay, so what misconception they might have whenever they look at the numbers like this. A lot of them, they're gonna say 4 is the smallest and this C is the biggest. Why is that? Because this has the most number. This is longer, this is shorter. If it's a whole number, yes. 375 is bigger than 4, but this is a decimal, so it's different in here. They have look at the place value. So this is the biggest, but oftentimes kids think this is the biggest and this is the smallest decimals because I only have one number. Right? So place value of decimal is important to understand decimal number sense. Good. That's it.